Hello everybody! Welcome back to my YouTube Creative Studio. I'm so happy you decided to spend some time with me today and with crocheting. Do you like granny squares? There are so many variations how to use this wonderful and very easy pattern. In this video tutorial I would like to show you how to make a true granny square worked in rounds using double crochet stitches. I will show you how to sew it on sides and how to create sleeves. I also use this granny square pattern for sleeves as well. I make the border at the end of sleeves using back post and front post double crochet stitches. And finally, how to create the border around the neckline. So if you would like to know how to create this amazingly easy cardigan, let's keep watching. All important information to this project you will find in the box below the video, and they are also available at my website. For this project I use Red Heart Super Saver yarn. I chose spring green color. You will need 2 balls for girl size. For the square I will use 5.5mm crochet hook, and then you will need also 4 and 3.5mm crochet hooks later on. We will start with a magic ring. So create a magic ring and then chain 3. 1, 2 and 3. This chain 3 counts as a first double crochet. Then create 2 more double crochet stitches, 1 and 2. And this is my first cluster. Then chain 1 and create 1 more cluster, consists of 3 double crochet stitches, 1, 2 and 3. Perfect. We just created the second cluster. There are 2 clusters separated with chain 1. So 2 clusters of 3 double crochet stitches and chain 1. Now chain 1 and repeat this process. Create 3 double crochet cluster, 1, 2 and 3 double crochet, chain 1, and the last cluster consists of 3 double crochet stitches, 1, 2 and 3. Perfect. We have 4 clusters of double crochets with a chain 1 space between each of them, and the last chain 1 hanging on the end. To close the round and create a square shape, make a slip stitch into the top of the first chain 3 from the very beginning. So make a slip stitch into the third chain from the very beginning, and this is the end of first round. To start round 2 and all other rounds, chain 3. Same as in the first round, this counts as the first double crochet of the first cluster. Complete the first double crochet cluster, work 2 double crochet stitches right next to the chain 3 in the open corner immediately below the chain 3. With the first double crochet cluster, finish chain 1. In the corner, crochet 3 double crochet stitches, chain 1, and crochet another 3 double crochet stitches, all in the same chain 1 in the corner. Chain 1 and work every corner of the granny square this way, except for the starting corner. So 2 and 3 double crochet of the second cluster in the corner. Perfect. Chain 1 and look at my work. So there is a cluster of 3 double crochet, chain 1 and 3 double crochet in each corner. So repeat these instructions 2 more times to create the third and the fourth corner. So 3 double crochet, chain 1 and 3 double crochet still in the same chain 1 space. 1, 2 and 3, super, and repeat it for the fourth corner as well. So chain 1 and work 3 double crochet, 1, 2 and 3, chain 1, 1, 2 and 3 double crochets. Perfect. So we just finished the fourth corner. Now we have to finish the corner we started. So when you reach the corner, when you started, make another cluster of 3 double crochet stitches. 1, 2 and 3. Then chain 1 and make a slip stitch to the top of first chain 3 to close the round. The first corner now looks like all the others. Round 3. Begin the round 3 the same as the previous round. So chain 3, then make 2 double crochet stitches in the same chain 1 space and chain 1. We will complete this cluster at the end of this round. So now chain 1 and work a double crochet cluster on the side. In this round, crochet a cluster of 3 double crochet stitches in the space on the side of square and then chain 1. Now we will make a corner. Work in the chain 1 space the corner the same way as the previous corners. Make a cluster of 3 double crochet stitches, chain 1 and complete the corner with 3 double crochet stitches. Perfect. So there is the corner into the corner. Now work on side. And there will be 3 double crochet stitch in the chain 1 space. Chain 1 and complete the corner into the corner. So there will be 2 clusters of 3 double crochet stitches and chain 1 between these 2 clusters. 1, 2 and 3. So there is the corner in the corner. Work 3 double crochet stitches in chain 1 space on the side. Chain 1 and repeat this process for the fourth corner. So again there will be 2 clusters of 3 double crochet stitches and chain 1 between them. 1, 2 and 3. Chain 1 and in chain 1 space on the side work 3 double crochet stitches. chain 1, and now we reach the started corner, so we have to repeat the second cluster of 3 double crochet stitches. So work in the started chain 1 space and work 3 double crochet stitches there and chain 1 to complete the round with a slip stitch placed in the third chain from the very beginning. Perfect, so we just finished round 3. So look at my work. Now it's super easy to make it larger. So chain 3 at the beginning as my first double crochet, and as you know, work 2 double crochet in the same chain 1 space. So this will be the first part of the corner. So 1, 2, 3, chain 1, and now we will work on the side. In each chain 1 space, place 3 double crochet stitches, 1, 2, and 3, and chain 1 between them. So there are 2 chain 1 spaces in this fourth round. So there will be 2 3 double crochet clusters and chain 1 between them. Now we reach the corner, so we will create the corner into the corner. Corner always consists of 3 double crochet stitches, chain 1 and 3 double crochet stitches. So there are 2 3 double crochet clusters and chain 1 between them in each corner, chain 1, and now there are 2 chain 1 spaces on the side. So again work 3 double crochet stitches into each chain 1 space, and there is always chain 1 between double crochet clusters. Perfect. Now we reach the corner again, so work a corner stitch, corner pattern, 3 double crochet stitches, chain 1 and 3 double crochet stitches, 1, 2 and 3. Perfect. Chain 1 and 3 double crochet in each chain 1 space, 1, 2 and 3, chain 1, and in next chain 1 space 3 double crochet stitches, 1, 2 and 3, chain 1, and 2 clusters of 3 double crochet stitches in the corner, 1, 2 and 3, chain 1, 1, 2 and 3 double crochets. The corner is completed by chain 1. Now in each chain 1 space on side work 3 double crochet stitches, 1, 2 and 3, chain 1 and 3 double crochets in next chain 1 space, perfect, chain 1, and now we have to complete the first corner. So in the first chain 1 space into the first corner work 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, and complete the round with a slip stitch placed on the top of chain 3. so in the third chain from the very beginning. And this is it, my crochet friends. You already know how to create the granny square pattern. Now it's super easy to grow the granny square larger. With each round you will have more spaces and groups of double crochets along each side, along each edge. Keep adding them to grow the granny as big as you want. Just place the corner into the corner, and on sides you will have 3 double crochet clusters and chain 1 between them. Now I will do a quick measurement after these 4 rounds we just created. It's a square, so all 4 sides, they have the same length. The length is 4.3 inches or 11 centimeters. So after 4 rounds we have 4 inches or 11 centimeters square, and you can continue crocheting. Look at my work. You can just repeat the pattern, follow the instructions, and create the square as big as you wish. So let me repeat the pattern one more time for you on this big square. So look at it, it's absolutely the same. So you will just put 3 double crochet in each chain 1 space on the side. So 1, 2 and 3 double crochet stitches in chain 1 space and chain 1. When you reach the corner, place 2 clusters of 3 double crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, chain 1, and the second cluster still in the corner in chain 1 space. So we work corner in corner. So 1, 2, 3. We just complete 2 clusters of 3 double crochet. Now chain 1 and in each chain 1 space on the side work 3 double crochet stitches plus chain 1 and chain 1. Perfect. And this is it. In each chain 1 space place 3 double crochet stitches and chain 1 is between each of them. Chain 1. Super. When you reach the first corner, the corner we started, there is only one part, the first part of 3 double crochet cluster, so we have to finish it. So we put 3 double crochets in this started corner, 3, chain 1 and close round with a slip stitch placed into the third chain from the very beginning. Super. And each round starts with chain 3 and still into the corner in chain 1 space, work and place there 2 double crochets. So this is the first part of my corner, it's the started corner, and we will finish it at the end of my round. Then chain 1 and 3 double crochets in each chain 1 space on the side. Look at my work. I made 28 rounds let's do the quick measurement. It's 30 inches one side or 75 centimeters. Super! My square is big enough. And what is the next step? The next step is to join the cardigan, fold it in half and join two sides, but only 2/3 of one side will be joined to create the armhole, and then we will add the sleeve. Okay, so there will be 2 armholes on 2 sides, on the opposite sides. So let's join the cardigan. Fold it in half, work on wrong side. So wrong side is facing out. You can fold the cardigan over the any side, it's a square, and marry the corners together. Now I will use a smaller crochet hook, 3.5 millimeters. For me it's better as I will do slip stitches. So I will join sides with slip stitching, and I will put a slip stitch in each stitch and in each chain. So start in the corner, bring corners together. So insert the hook in chain 1 space on one side and on the opposite side, and pull yarn through and make a slip stitch. Now insert the hook in the first double crochet. You see there are 1, 2, 3 double crochet, which is the first part of corner, and insert the hook into the first stitch on the one side and on the opposite side and make a slip stitch. Insert the hook into the second double crochet and make a slip stitch, and insert the hook in the third double crochet and make a slip stitch. Now there is chain 1 space, so insert the hook in a chain 1 space on one side and on the opposite side and make a slip stitch. There is a cluster of 3 double crochets, so insert the hook into the first double crochet, make a slip stitch, into the second one, make a slip stitch, and into the third one. Super, and make a slip stitch. Then there is chain 1 space, so insert the hook in chain 1 space on one side and the opposite side and make a slip stitch. So look at my work, there is the seam on the wrong side and this is the right side. It's perfect. You see there are double crochets, stitch to stitch and chain to chain. So you can really easily join 9 double crochet clusters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 double crochets clusters left. And there will be the sleeve. So I will work now on the right side. It's easy for me just to continue with the yarn. So there is the yarn on seam left, which I can use easily and continue with my pattern. So I will use the granny square pattern or granny square stitch for both sleeves. For the first round of my sleeve I will use 5.5mm crochet hook, and then for next rounds I will use only 4mm crochet hook, so the smaller one, and start crocheting in the seam. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and insert the hook in the space close to the seam and make a double crochet there. Now chain 1, skip 3 double crochets and work 3 double crochet cluster in chain 1 space, 1, 2 and 3, chain 1, and again my cluster of 3 double crochets in each chain 1 space, and there will be chain 1 between clusters. 1, 2, 3, chain 1, move next to next chain 1 space and place a cluster, 3 double crochets in it. Super. Perfect, look at my work. I love it. I love this solution. You can easily continue with the granny square pattern, and it looks amazing on the cardigan. So now I reach the seam, so I have to finish the first 3 double crochet clusters. So I will place 1 double crochet into the seam and join by slip stitch placed in the third chain from the very beginning. Now chain 3 and move to the chain 1 space and place 2 double crochet there. Now chain 1 and again place 3 double crochet in each chain 1 space from the previous round and chain 1. Make as many rounds as you wish till you are satisfied with the length of your sleeve. The last round so 3 double crochet cluster in each chain 1 space and chain 1 between clusters. Perfect. So this is my last round. Actually I made 12 rounds, and now I will create the border at the end of sleeve. I will change the crochet hook and use the smaller one, 3.5 millimeters for the border. Start with chain 3 and now place a double crochet in each double crochet around. So in each double crochet place a double crochet, skip chain 1, insert the hook in the double crochet from the previous round, and make a double crochet, and then make a double crochet in each double crochet from the previous round, and always skip chain 1 space. So don't place double crochet in chain 1, only in 2 double crochet stitches. So there will be the round with double crochet stitches only. And once you have it ready, just close the round with a slip stitch as always, and the slip stitch will be placed into the third chain from the very beginning. So I have now already 12 rounds of granny square pattern and 1 round of double crochet. And now I will add 2 more rounds with double crochet, but there will be back post and front post. So start with chain 2 and don't count this chain 2 as a stitch. Now insert the hook from the front to back and back to front. Pull yarn through and then finish double crochet as normal. Make it one more time. So insert the hook around the double crochet from the previous round and make a front post. Now there will be 2 back posts. So insert the hook from the back to front and front to back, pull yarn through and finish the double crochet as normal. Yarn over, insert the hook from the back to front, front to back, yarn over and finish double crochet as normal. So there are 2 front posts and 2 back posts. Now there will be 2 front posts. So 1 front post and the second front post. And 2 back posts, double crochet, 1 and 2. Super. So you can keep crocheting this pattern till you reach the end of this round. So 2 front posts and 2 back posts. Look at my work. It's a really nice pattern. I use it quite often for borders. Super. I'm at the end. So close around with a slip stitch placed in the second chain from the very beginning. Now chain 2, don't count it as a stitch, and work a front post around the chain 2 and the front post from the previous round. So I create a front post and I will continue with 1 more front post, double crochet and 2 back post doubles. Super. Now it will be quite easy. You will just repeat the pattern. In each front post place front post and in each back post place a back post. Super. So look at my work. So easily speaking, there are 2 rows with 2 double crochet stitches front post and 2 double crochet stitches back post. I just closed the round with a slip stitch and the first sleeve is finished. So we can cut the yarn and wave the end into the work. So use the tapestry needle and I will quickly show you how to wave the end in. So insert the needle into the front post on back post stitch like this and several times go up and down through this double crochet stitches. Just make sure you work into them so the yarn is not visible on the right side. We can cut the yarn and that's it. So the first sleeve is ready and just repeat this pattern for the second one. So we made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 rounds with granny square pattern and then 3 rounds with double crochet stitches and last 2 are the front post and the back post pattern. Super. Look at it. So now we have to join the opposite side. So start on the corner, bring the corners together, still work on the wrong side, so wrong side is facing up, bring corners together, and we will start in a chain 1 into the corner, and as before we will join approximately 2/3 of my work, and 1/3 will be open, left open to create the armhole. Okay, so I will use 3.5mm crochet hook for joining. Start with a slip knot. Super. Insert the hook into the chain 1 space in the corner on one side, and also in chain 1 on the opposite side, and pull the slip knot through these chain 1 spaces, and then insert the hook into the first double crochet on one side, into the double crochet on the opposite side, and make a slip stitch. And keep this instruction. So insert the hook into each double crochet on one side and each double crochet on the opposite side, and make a slip stitch. Now we reach the chain 1 space, so insert the hook in chain 1 on one side and the opposite side, and make a slip stitch. There are 3 double crochet stitches, so make a slip stitch into each of them. 1, 2, and 3. Super. Now there is chain 1, so I will insert the hook into the chain 1 and continue slip stitching. So this is the wrong side, and this is the right side. So you can see there are the legs of double crochet stitches nicely joined. Super. So the seam is on the wrong side, and I will join 9 double crochet clusters. The rest will be not joined to create the armhole. So you can just repeat the process for the sleeves you already know. Let me show you now how to create the border, the collar. So keep the cardigan still folded. Grab the middle of the long side and open it, and we will add a border to our neckline opening. Use 5.5mm crochet hook, and now work on the right side to make a border. Start on the seam, rejoin the yarn, so make a slip knot, insert the hook into the seam, super, and chain 2. One and 2, and then into each stitch around place a half double crochet. So there are 3 double crochets, so in each of them place a half double crochet. So yarn over, insert the hook into this next stitch, yarn over, and pull yarn through all loops on the hook. Also make a double crochet into chain 1 space. Okay, so a half double crochet in each double crochet, and also in each chain 1 like this around the chain 1 space. So the first round of my collar is round with half double crochet stitches. Perfect. Look at it. So you can continue crocheting around this big hole. So I'm at the end and finish the round with a slip stitch, which is placed into the second chain from the very beginning. 1, 2, and place a slip stitch here. Super. Chain 2, and now I will show you the pattern, which I call knit-like pattern. It's easy to create it, just you have to find the third loop. The third loop is hidden under front and back loops. Okay, so this is the third loop. One more time, this is the third loop hidden under the back loop. So insert the hook into this third loop only and make a half double crochet. One more time, show you the third loop and work half double crochet into it. You have to turn your work a bit towards yourself, as the third loop is hidden under the back loop. So you have to move your work a bit, and now you can very easily see that the back and front loop is pushed to front. Okay, so work a half double crochet into each half double crochet from the previous round and work in the third loop only. Look at it, I love this effect. You see that the front and back loops are pushed to front, or sometimes it's called that the V's are pushed to front. Okay, let me finish the round. Always and still work in the third loop. Finish the round with a slip stitch, place in the second chain from the very beginning. Oh, I love this effect. Chain 2 and one more round with half double crochet stitches, place in the third loop. Now it will be more easier to find the third loop for you, so it's hidden under the back loop. So move or turn your work a bit towards yourself and insert the hook into the third loop only. Okay, so this is it. Insert the hook in the third loop and make half double crochet. So work stitch to stitch, so a half double crochet in each half double crochet from the previous round. So in my color I will make 3 rounds with half double crochet stitches. Each round starts with chain 2 and finish with a slip stitch placed in this second chain from the very beginning. Look at it. It's nice, isn't it? It's lovely. Lovely pattern. I also use it quite often for borders. So I have 3 rounds with half double crochets finished. So we can cut the yarn and wave the end in. Use the tapestry needle and wave the end into the half double crochet stitches on the wrong side. So pull yarn through half double crochet stitches. Just make sure the yarn is not going on the right side. Insert the needle several times up and down through the stitches on the wrong side, and that's it. Look at it, it's almost invisible, so we can cut yarn. Wave in all ends of your project. So look at my work. I have finished 2 sleeves. I have also finished the collar, and my cardigan is ready to use. Look at it. I used the granny square pattern for the sleeves. There is a border with front post and back post double crochet stitches. Let me do a quick measurement. The sleeve is 7.5 inches or 19 centimeters long. The cardigan short side is 15.75 inches or 40 centimeters long. Look at it. I'm so satisfied how it turned out. It's perfect, isn't it? And it's so easy to create this cardigan. I absolutely love this pattern. Yeah, the cardigan high is 31.5 inches, 80 centimeters. Super! So this is the end of my video guide, my crochet friends. I hope you like this video guide. I love making video tutorials for you. I love crocheting. So if you like this video tutorial, give me your thumb up and don't hesitate to subscribe my channel. I would also love your feedback, so please put your comments in the box below this video guide. And I would be also happy if you will share this pattern with your crochet friends as well. This cardigan is made for my nice niece. Look at her. She's so cute and I love when she's dancing with my cardigan. It makes my day. I'm so happy and always proud when the people wear my wardrobes. So my crochet friends, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoy it. Take care and bye for now.